Right guys, so Wednesday morning, so I've just got back from the car boot. Terrible car boot. I only bought 3 things. Weather wasn't there, people weren't there, just no good. But at the end of the day, what else am I going to get out of bed for at this time in the morning? And when you do this full time, unfortunately, if they say they're on, you kind of got to go. That's probably one of my favourite car boots. I say it's down to that one in Chirk, but I think I prefer this one because it's smaller and they're less time, and I tend to pick more up, and it's closer. So nice bonuses. But anyway, on with the sales. So the first one we got, this one for $17.99. Try and get the tag in there. That is a Weird Fish jumper. Again, I do mean to keep ripping them off, but if they sell, they sell. Got a Vax blade. I think it's for a blade 3. Wand. That one for $12.99. Came as part of the bundles that I buy from one guy. Here's another piece of one of those bundles. This one's a bit annoying because it's got the writing on saying it's original. G-Tech Air Ram battery and charger. That went for $19.99. We did get a message asking if they hold charge. Yep, we test everything. Am I going to run it? That's brand new. I think I got a 2.5 hour battery life. Am I going to run a Hoover for 2.5 hours in my life? No. So I messaged them and said, look, everything's tested. It worked for 15 minutes. It still held a bit of charge at the end of that. If you want to buy it, that's what we've done. Take it. We got 30 days from the day of delivery for you to return it if you've got any issues. So that may come back. I've only tested it for the 15 minutes. As far as I'm concerned, it worked. It still held its charge. So may work, may not. I very highly doubt it'll still have its original amount of holding time, but we'll see what they're aiming for really. I'm thinking new, they're like $34.99, $39.99, so it's basically half price. This is a Vax Blade 4 main motor body. This one technically cost me £3.50. It's gone for $26.99. Still has tags and everything. See, it's tags. Still got the little peel stickers. Got this vintage radio. It's got an EU adapter. That came from the auction with a Bosch one. The Bosch one sold really quickly. That one sat around a little bit longer. That went for £28. £28. We got this Babyliss hair dryer brush combo. That went for $12.99. Again, I don't really know the ins and outs of them. I pick them up cheap, I sell them cheap. I think we do alright. This was a good one. Vax Air cordless solo. Now we had a bit of back and forth. This is a sale that's been brewing for a couple of days. The back and forth was, I got to say 3 questions. Does it work? Does it come with battery? Does it come with charger? Simple answer. Comes with battery, doesn't come with charger, does work. Oh, brilliant. Do you know how much a charger is? It was like, see what you can find one for on eBay. I'll be happy to negotiate on the price to compensate for that. Normally I won't bother, but I do want to get that shifting. The bigger arms I do want to get shifting, and I did put quite a decent price on it. She then said, oh, I think my daughter's got one. I'm the Hoover, the vacuum's not sure if she's using it or the charger or whatever. Went away a couple of days later, come back and went, right, I found a charger. It's $16.99. I'm just wondering if you don't have a charger, how you know it works. The way I know it works is like that, and it comes with a, and I said it comes with a battery. Came with a charged battery, therefore I was able to test it. They went, oh brilliant, and tell you what, we'll knock £15 off. We'll put £15 towards the charger, you put $1.99. If you buy the charger now, we'll send you the offer and we can get the Hoover shipped out to you tomorrow. So she may get this before the charger. I'd be very happy if she did, to be honest. I would like to be good at eBay, and I think that that would be considered good, the fact that my item arrived before someone else's. But all in, the actual price, and I do need to double check it just to make sure, we negotiated down to $64.99, down from $79.99. We've actually sold that Hoover, the Solo and the Duo, like 4 times now in various conditions. We had one that was missing a wheel, we had one with and without chargers and batteries and all sorts. So it's a really good one to watch out for. They do sell. Right, currently now, if you are in the market and looking at Hoovers as sell, my recommendation would be cordless. The corded ones that we sell are Kirby's and Miele's, and they sort of do their own market. You know, we haven't got to market them. The Kirby's, they're just retro, vintage, old-fashioned. They sell well and they're expensive. Miele's, they're a very expensive brand. There's a collector's market. They sell themselves well. They're corded. Any other cordless uprights, when we first started, we were selling the Vax corded we could shift through 3 of them a week. I've had 2 sat on eBay now for ages. They ain't gone nowhere. Sharks, break them down to parts. You will sell them eventually, but stick with the cordless. Here's the last one. So this has done amazing. This cost me about £5, I think. Me and my uncle, when we go out and we get all this sort of stuff, you know, the vacuums and the jet washers and all that, it's in bundles and bundles and bundles. On the way back, we like to make a day of it. My uncle doesn't get a lot out of coming with me other than loading my truck. Not really great. Stop at 3 charity shops near him, and on the way home we stop in a little village that's got a fair few. First time I went to that village, it was absolutely amazing. Okay, with everything I bought from the guy, with everything I bought from the village and from the 3 charity shops, we come home, we worked out we had about £4,500 in potential profit. My pickup truck was rammed full, but the majority of that actually came from that village. You know, I've been back there since and it has not been as good, but this was from the first section. Okay, now if you know, you know. It's a Dungeons and Dragons expansion pack, and it is Eternal Winter. Now I had a quick look online when we got it. I knew Dungeons and Dragons, I knew that was worth money. This came with the original board game as well, so I had both. Now I separated them. We've had a look inside. Pretty much complete. I think there's a few little pieces that may be missing. 1 card or whatever, it comes with a few playing cards, maybe missing 1 or 2 of them. When I looked online, £150 new and sealed. I listed that, I went high, I went £124.99. Day of listing, had an offer come through, £50. Normally I am a firm believer in take your offers, take your money, get out of it. And that's 10 times my money. I went, nah, it's only been up a day. Counted back £100, didn't take it. Kept counting to 50, I went, nope. Sat on it, I've had various interests, no messages, no offers, no anything. Till this morning, offer came through, £106. I couldn't accept it quick enough.
Good morning everyone, it's Thursday today, so we're going to go through the sales from Wednesday afternoon to this morning, and the first one we have is this Vans off the wall t-shirt, new with tags. As you can see, just put the label there. This went for, we were asking $29.99 and it went for full asking price, this one was. And the next one we're going for is an Adidas purple long sleeved thing jumper. This one we took an offer of $25. We was asking $32.99 on it. Okay, and third one, which is this vintage hanging night picture. We took an offer of £15 on this. We was asking £30 on that one. It has been sat around a little while, so we didn't mind doing that. And then we have an orange shark wand, which went for full asking price, which was $12.99. I think that was one of them. This most recent one or the one before. We got it from a friend, and this one is a Vax wand as well, which also went for full asking price of $12.99. So we've only got 5 out the door today, which ain't too bad, ain't going to take too long to pack.
Okay, so Friday morning. It's not the morning. Is it Friday? Yeah, Friday. Cool. Very late night. I've had a few late nights, really early mornings now in a row. Trying to help my brother-in-law. I'm going to potentially record doing something like that at some point to show you guys the one new thing that we're trying to do to earn a bit of money. So, as doing me anything yet, I haven't been paid anything. All I've done is put fuel into a car, but I bought a trailer, helping him move cars, transport cars from auctions to the clients who have bought them. Some are really good, brand new, like I drove a sporty Mercedes today. Completely wasted. Anyway, I'm ranting. I'll probably edit some of that out. We got a few sales, we got some good ones. So we sold one of these recently. This is another one. We got Babyliss. These are hot rollers. There we go. That went for £19.99. Asking price, that sent me back £2 at Bridge North Car Boot or Rabbit Run. Depends what people call them. Got a Vax brush roll bottom piece for it. This is actually a really popular one because this fits a lot of Vaxes. The code, in case anybody is interested, I will put it on the screen actually so you guys can see it rather than me say it. If you can find Vaxes with that part will pretty much fetch you $34.99 in working condition within a couple of days every single time. I've sold about 8 of them all in, always $34.99. They're always asking price, they always go for that. Really good. This is Shark powered lift away. Same thing, this one's a power nozzle. They're exactly the same, but Shark one power nozzle. This piece actually comes out on this one, so you can use it handheld and whatnot. Fully working order. That went for $34.99 as well. Again, probably sold that piece twice. We are getting used now to selling the vacuum parts. We do quite frequently. This is sealed. Sold one of these before. It's a Gundam model kit. I can get it out. There we go. Gundam model kit. We bought these wholesale, so some are still sealed because we just unpacked one. This is my last one of this kit, so I am potentially, I'm going out in a minute to my nan's. I might have a look at my nan's at putting another order in for some, because I would like to get this one back in stock, you see. And now I've got 2 of my Zaku's at the back. I'm looking behind because they're all stored behind the camera. The problem I've got is there's some kits that I haven't sold any of yet, so I'm a bit dubious. But I think selling out of one means that I should put another order in, top up what's sold, and then potentially refresh to start get some new ones. But anyway, that's RGM 79SG M Spartan. That was up at $34.99. I took an offer. We got it out for $24.99 in the end. Well into money on them. Pair of these is a Nike Revolution trainers. Got their box. They're basically new. I can't sort of say they're new because, yeah, I can. They are new. They look like they've never been worn, but they may have been worn once and may have been tried on, so they may be classed as used. I put them as used with box, amazing condition. Up at $24.99. They went for £20, sorry, took an offer. And then these are amazing. I mean, you should all know about this anyway. Gucci. Pair of Gucci trousers. These came from a charity shop technically, but they came from Leslie. Now, what happens with that, if you haven't seen the videos, is Leslie works at a charity shop. She also sells stuff, but she doesn't have a lot of space. So what she does with the charity shop is they have a 2 to 3 week turnaround, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on the time, but after a certain amount of time, all the clothing, provided that they've got more in the back, gets put into bin bags, and it used to get sold on as a bin bag mystery bag. Didn't go very well, so as he said, well, I can take that. I know all the resellers that come in the shop. I get on with them. I can take those bin bags and I can sell it to those resellers, but I can't do it at that price. Each reseller that she's spoken to gets them at various prices. Okay, I've now got a deal with her. I take 5 bags every 2 weeks. I also get first shout on new bags. Leslie herself knows some of what's in it. She doesn't know for others. Now, I had to go back and say to her when I got these, I was like, look, are you serious? Are these fake or what? Because it's Gucci. I've checked everything and it all seems genuine. You know, everything adds up. But that means they spent a certain amount of time in the shop, certain amount of time here, certain amount of time there. They didn't work. Yeah, they're real. They authenticated them as well. The reason why we got them was because basically it's all contracted in now. They only had a certain amount of time to sell them. Guess what that charity shop tried to do? They had them too high of a price. They didn't sell, they didn't go. They eventually worked their way through that system on that contract, which I will say, fair play to that charity shop, I believe, because Leslie didn't tell me she had to argue for it. There's just a no. It's all contracted. That's what they've agreed. That's what they stick by. So whoever's managing that shop has stuck by their word for that, or might have been coaxed. I don't know. But they stood by their word, and that eventually found its way to me. Now I had them up at £200. I've had a lot of interest. You know, people, are they real? Are they this? Are they that? Are they other? Yes, yes, yes. They've been authenticated twice. Once by me, once by here. You know, all that stuff. I've had offers that aren't offers. So I've had messages saying, you know, 150, 160, 170, 100 this, 100 that, 100 and the other. Every single time, you know, I've sort of said yes or no, and now I've sent them the offer. Nobody's paid, nobody's done anything. Offer came through last night, genuine offer, £130. And I thought about it, and I went, you know what? When I break it down, cost me 30p. When you look at the bags I got, the money I put into it per item, it's 30p. Stupid if I turn that down. Stupid. So 130 quid. 130 quid.